Hello, my scrappy friends. Welcome back to my channel. For today, we are working on hopefully 3 pages in December Daily. And hopefully I've already posted December 18th, the 18th story. So this is the back side. And then the next page is going to be this pretty lady, which is this way. Okay, so it'll be 18, so 19 and 20. So 19 and 20. 18, we are doing my stories, like books I read this year. I read, highest ever, 111 books in 2013. So I've printed out kind of like the screenshots from the Goodreads app. So this is how like you open up your like challenge for the year. And so I screenshotted that because it has my 111 books right there, how many pages, and the year of 2023. And then as you scroll up, these are all the covers of all the books. So I try to get a screenshot of as many that it would show because there was no way for me to print them like really this small and get this kind of look. So in essence, these are like all of the books that I've read. And I think last year I did do something similar. I read 100 last year. So I read 11 more books this year, which is kind of cool to kind of track. And I only know that because I've started using the Goodreads app, which is very helpful in case you are a avid reader like me. So last year, I think I just did like my top 12 for the year because I do pick one a month. But this year was so hard to pick top 12 because I read series, you know, like I read all the Harry Potters. And like, you just can't pick one Harry Potter. So it's like the series of Harry Potter. Or I also found an author that does romantic suspense really well called named Catherine Cowles. And I pretty much read 3 of her series. And of course, there's like my favorite in each one, but the series overall is great. So to do top 12 was harder. So I thought this was better. So we'll kind of put this together and make a pocket thing here. And then for story 20, we are on this side. I am using acrylic numbers from Color Cast Design. These are just oh so gorgeous. We're using an ornament too for that high contrast behind it. This was always the thought process behind this page when I did this during foundations. And we're going to put at least 2 photos of, this is my like holiday craft story. So we painted these like stand-up wooden trees. This photo is going to go there. And then we made a whole gingerbread village for my centerpiece for a Christmas Day dinner. And she helped me. And so I just have her painting here. So that one will go there. I think I'm just going to leave the other ones, not to say blank. I could fill them with pattern paper, but maybe we'll fill them with just like little embellishments that are, you know, not utilized. Maybe some stamping. Like I have the December stamp and those stars are kind of cute. You know, maybe a tree or something. We'll fill it with pattern paper. So the other ones are just kind of going to be decorative. So we'll do that together. Oh, and then my journaling will be on sort of this size tag. I don't know if I'm going to actually use a tag because those fit rather properly. So I'll probably do maybe 3 of them to get my journaling in a legible size and put them with a star brad and we'll go up with it is kind of the thought process because that size fits there perfectly. And then on the back side, I try to do 3. I am going to use the currently tag. With this tag, I want to put a selfie of me and Miguel at one of the holiday parties we went to. You know, go figure. Are you like me? Like sometimes I'm so like adamant about getting like the family photo, the group shot before we get all sweaty and, you know, discombobulated. But man, I got so pretty for this holiday party. I wore like this black velvet dress. Do you know I did not get one like full shot of us like in front of the tree or her tree or together? Like this was the only one while we were sitting having a cocktail before we like mingled on a little bit. Is the only photo I got from this holiday party, and it was like the only one we went to. Like I'm so mad at myself for not documenting. You know, I wore heels this night and, you know, we looked stylish and I have no photos. and Valentina was at my grandma's, my mom's house for the night. I mean, totally party foul on me. So I'm going to put that one in there because I always feel like sometimes I lack, you know, my husband in the album. So I'm going to do a currently, and I'm thinking maybe I'm going to do like 4 for him, you know, pick 4 from Miguel's voice and 4 from mine would be cute for this. And then hopefully we get these 3 pages done in this video. And then it would be, what is it? 23, 20, 22, no, this will be 21, so 22, 23, 24 on the next video, and then I think Christmas will be on its own, because when I'm filming this, it is after Christmas Day, and not only did we have our Christmas morning with wrapping our presents amongst our small family, but then we hosted Christmas dinner, and then those are like all the photos all in itself. So I feel like there'll be maybe 2, 3, 4 layouts for that. And what I'm figuring too, remember how I was complaining I didn't use the tags? I will use this one around the house to kind of show the setup for the party. Like, you know, my centerpiece and the way the food was, and you know, the pictures of like the charcuterie board or something, and then some of the other decor that I put around, and then, you know, have another photo here. So I think that will work out perfectly. So let's get started creating these, and then I'm pretty good, because don't get me wrong, like I had my running list here of how I did them, and so I do have the last few currently, and then it will be Secret Santa office party. We went to Sandy at the Christmas tree, the wrapping paper this year, and then Christmas Day. So I do have them all thought out so that I know what elements I'm using. Because I remember, if you commented and watched the video, I forgot which one it was, of me, not to say complaining, but just having this reflection on like, did I use the kit? Did I use the elements in the kit? Because it sure seems like I didn't. And that was me not too long ago. Not to say, like I said, not to say complaining, but just reflecting on like, why do I have nothing? Why does it seem like I use nothing in this kit? That's how it went, and you know, that's what it was. So let's get started crafting. And what I'm doing is, for this one, is cutting them down to their 3x4 cards that they are, and maybe adhering, because I'm going to have obviously this one in the front, some of them back to back, and if it gives room, I can journal about maybe listing like my top 12 or the favorites that come to mind, which would probably be a top 20, let's be honest. Because I read just a lot of good books. I'm really excited that I've gotten into this habit, because I used to be a good reader, like I am today. And then, you know, you go to college and you're forced to read college books and school books and textbooks. And then I fell off the wagon. And honestly, I will say this healthy reading habit got ignited during quarantine. In 2020, I joined Book of the Month, because what else were we doing home? I started doing a lot of puzzles, but reading definitely stuck ever since 2020 a lot. So I think in 2020, maybe I read 20 books whenever COVID started, you know, because I was, you know, when you first, it's just like exercise. If you're not practicing it, you know, you read kind of slow. And after a while, you read a little bit quicker, because now you have trained your eyes and your brain in order to absorb it. And then I slowly got like 20 books, and it was like 40. I think then I read 60 in 2021. And then it was 100 last year. Now I have 111. So it's good stuff. Let me stop talking. Let me do some voiceover, and let me get some cards for us to keep on making this. Let's get going. Okay, so this page you saw me make during my foundation pages, so I'm actually using it because I refuse to let it sit in my crafty bins for a season and come out next year. So I just found some scrap paper, and luckily these were right in the size that I needed, which was about a 3x8. And so I had 2 red ones, and it fit perfectly to hold all, 8 photos. So 2 in the front, 2 in the back, etc., etc. So these were just the screenshots from the Goodreads app. I think I explained that. And so not necessarily just like my top 12 or anything. It was just kind of like the books that the app provides for everything I read anyways. And so through this process, I managed to finish some series. So Gianna Darling's Fallen Men, it's a motorcycle club, kind of taboo, dark romance. Love that series. I also read Harry Potter series. I also read a new author I had mentioned, I think in my intro, Catherine Cowles, and she has a bit of a backlist, and I think I completed 2 of her series. So there were some really good, ones. When you complete a series, you like it. There are some I still have to finish for next year, so that is on my TBR, like A Court of Thorn and Roses. I haven't finished the last book in that one. So things like that are also that I have to do. But just really good reading. I mean, I love The Fourth Wing. I read Iron Flame as well. Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan was fantastic. I also enjoyed, what was some of the other ones? I'm trying to even think of the ones off the top of my head. It's always sometimes hard. But the numbers I'm pulling are from an older Echo Park collection. I think I've had these in my stash for a while, and they actually, that size just fit perfectly in the opening of the O, so that worked out great. So for number 20, I will be using this ornament page and adding one of the layered pocket ones too in there, and I definitely went with the green one because these 2 and a 0 are from Color Cast Designs. This is the Merry Everything collection. I was on the design team for this season, so I am using as many of their lovely pieces as possible. You will be seeing more projects from me with their products because I am on the design team for next year as well. So for this one, I think I explained, I wanted to just talk about our crafts that we did. Unfortunately, my daughter got sick with the flu for a good 7 or 8 days, so it did take away some of the merriment, not all of it. But the crafts that we were able to do, she did a lot at school, and we did like 2 at home. Those are the ones I'm cutting photos out of. So I am tracing the ornament itself. But this one became a little bit of labor of love because I wanted the gold. There's a gold foiled edge on the ornaments on the paper, and I wanted that to show through and not just block it out completely. You could have just blocked it out completely. It's up to you. This was more just me being picky, and so I am going in and shaving off like a little bit by a little bit because I wasn't sure exactly how much to go. So this was just me going back and forth for a while. This was totally not necessary if you don't want the gold edge to shine through. But I just was kind of looking at it. I was like, you know what? I want the gold edge, and I'm going to keep on snipping and snipping and snipping at it until I had it. And so you would have thought too, like, and I thought about it once I already added the glue, like I added the adhesive, and I was like, oh, I should have just traced this to the other photo. That would have been smart, Ty. But that is not what happened right now because you will see me definitely just add the adhesive and put it down. And then I stopped for a minute and I was like, dang it, I should have traced that. So I did this whole process over and over again. I mean, over again one more time. But I do it off camera so I won't, worry you with seeing this process. But it was, like I said, a labor of love, and it's eyeballed. It's not perfect. But at this point, I think we're all fine with not perfect. We are trying to complete this in the 2023 season. And I'll have to say, like, after this one, this is still story 21. Tonight, I will be filming my stories 24 and 25, and we will complete it. And I'm doing this voiceover on the 30th, so you have 2 more videos coming at you, and then I'll do the walkthrough of my album. So it will be done within the first week of January, which is always usually my goal. So I did use the craft ornaments to fill in some of the other spaces on this page. I thought that was a nice touch, and I could have gone in with more pattern paper for the other ones, but I thought leaving them white was just as good. So on the back side, I did print to size for this one, and for some reason it was a smidge, and this is where I noticed it, a smidge shorter than the 8 and the 8.25. And that was me just like, why did I just cut it? I just ruined it. I don't want to reprint it. So here I am getting out some ribbon. I was like, we're covering this up. I'm not printing this again for a little smidge of paper that is not covered. In the end, I just go with a piece of like gold metallic paper scraps. You'll see that soon. But I did audition out all these Christmas trims. I just wasn't in love with any of them. Or I did like them. I just wasn't in love with any of them. You know what I mean? So I was just like, scrap that. So here's that little scrap gold on the top that you'll see. And since I still like the trim idea, I was like, you know what? Since I haven't adhered these pages together, we're going to add some pom-pom trim in between it. So here I am with pom-pom trim. This one is actually, believe it or not, from Dollar Tree. So it was only $1. And I do have another, like, roll of it, a package of it, because when I found it, I was like totally, oh my god, I need like 2 or 3 of these, and I have it in green as well. But the green is like Kelly green, so it's not like a hunter green, so I use the red more. I wish I could find it in white. I wish I could find it in rainbow pom-pom trim. Where do you guys find pom-pom trim? I need to know, because this is the only place I've ever found pom-pom trim is Dollar Tree. So the picture is great, and then I do take into account that I used the word 21, which was from an old L Studio collection. And then this Merry and Bright is an old, I want to say crepe paper collection that I still had in my stash. And I just kept it with the gold since the gold was at the top, and gold foil with the vellum just seemed to suit, because I did audition out every other kind of title piece from Simple Stories and other ones that were colorful. And I just thought at the end, even if it was green or red, it just was, to me, looked a little bit conflicting with the gold at the top. So I just left it gold on gold and did the journaling for all our currentlies. And I did 4 for Miguel and 4 for me. And here I am just adding a few last details to wrap it up. Okay, that will wrap up these 3 stories. So I think I showed you just briefly. So I put these together, and then I did my journaling on the Ali Edwards paper that was in the soft like beige color with the trees. I just thought it was just another pattern to add in the cute pocket, and all of it matched. Then you just saw me finish off adding a few little embellishments to these, and that dried already, the 20. Finished off this. The journaling is simple on a little brad, Gold Star brad. And then I decided last minute to add the pom-pom trim. And for some reason, my cut to size print was like a hair off when I did it, and I didn't realize it until I cut it. So I had to add like a little gold border with the 21. This is from a vellum collection of words from L Studio from 2021. It was supposed to be like the year, but I knew I needed to use it for a story 21. And then I used gold here. I did audition out a lot of titles from other packs that were colorful, but I thought since there was so much gold with this, it was better to stay uniform. And then the simple, currently, I did these 4 were me, and I gotta figure out maybe just put like T and M for Miguel, and the bottom 4 were his. So we will do the next story on the back. I hope this gives you some inspiration to still tell your stories. Till next time, everyone. Please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up,